Hi, welcome back to the channel. This is a gear review of the SmallRig camera cage for Lumix S1II series cameras, the 4903 with Hawklock top handle. Okay, a quick disclaimer, I bought this product with my own money. I have no relationship with SmallRig. So what Hawklock is a quick release mechanism. It's using a NATO-sized receiver to fit NATO-sized rails, but the rails that will use the Hawklock, I've got these grooves dropped into them, which these pins locate with, and then the pins are lifted by using the thumb button. It's super fast and it's very secure. Let's take a look at the cage. First of all, inside we've got pieces of rubber where the cage makes contact with the camera. That's good to protect the camera, and it also means there's a little bit of slack to take up when you tighten the screws. The cage is mounted by using the strap lock buttons on the S1II series cameras, and because they lock into the strap loops, your strap loops aren't available, so they provide more strap loops here on the left, here on the right, and here on the bottom. So then working from the bottom, there's this rail to attach a wrist strap, big cutaway for the battery compartment. We've got the screw that will fit the tripod mount on the camera to give the main support for the cage. We've got a 3/8 hole and then a set of 1/4-20s. Then we've got this tool which is magnetized, and there's also a cutaway which means that it fits snugly underneath and it locks very nicely into place. You're not going to lose that. Then the rail itself is an Arca-Swiss rail, and it's blocked at one end, so it can't fall off on one side. That does mean that you have to mount it from right to left. Up the left hand side we've got the NATO rail, and we've got 1/4-20s all the way up with locating pins on some of them. And again, this is a NATO compatible rail, but it's got the Hawklock grooves on. We can see the strap mount I mentioned earlier. We've got the piece that locks into the strap loop, a spare screw here, nicely marked spare screw. Then across the top we've got a cold shoe mount here. We've got a NATO rail across the top for your top handle. It'll take any NATO receiver, but it's also got the grooves, so it'll take their Hawklock top handle. The center hole is a 3/8-16, which is a little bit bigger with locating pins, and then around it 1/4-20s. And then working across the top, we've got another cold shoe mount, and we come to the strap loop that I mentioned earlier. We've got the SmallRig logo at the front. Then working down the side, we've got the strap loop locking dog, 1/4-20s down the side, again some with locating pins, and the metal is rounded off to fit around the grip. And the whole product is finished in a matching satin black finish, which is very pleasing. So the cable clamp is using thumb screws, and one mounts it to the cage, and then the others for the HDMI and the USB sockets on the S1II series. They're all using thumb screws, which you can tighten using the key on the bottom. So if you're not using those ports, you could take this off. Now let's take a look at the top handle. So again, this fitting, you're just depressing the thumb and sliding it on, and it will click very solidly into the grooves. It's really surprising how good this grip is. The top handle's got a nice molded rubber grip on the bottom. Again, it's finished in this black satin, the logo here. We've got NATO rails top and rear, cold shoe mounts front and back, and we've got 1/4-20s across the top with locating pins. It's set forward, which allows you to move your hand forward towards the center of balance, and it makes it easier to lift the camera lens up. I've done another overview of the black Mamba cage for the S1II series cameras, and I'm going to do another video comparing them side by side. I hope the overview was interesting for you and the close look at the items useful, and if it was, please join me again. Bye bye.